Juneau is easily one of the busiest and most exciting stops on your Alaska cruise. There is so much to do here, from whale watching to glacier viewing to, well, eating crab legs. And the thing is you only have about 8 hours to do it all in. And if you don't plan right, you might spend half your day, well, standing in lines or just trying to figure out where to go, what to eat, what to do, what activities to see. So in this video, I'm going to share with you a suggested itinerary for your Juneau cruise port. Okay, so first we need to actually talk about where your ship actually docks when you are in Juneau. This is going to make a difference, and it's going to dictate a little bit about what you're doing and the time of how long it's going to take you to get there. Most ships do dock in downtown Juneau at the cruise ship terminal or at the Franklin dock. If you are here, then hey, that is great. You are right there in the action and ready to get started. However, if you are on a larger ship, such as Norwegian or sometimes Royal Caribbean, you might be down at the AJ dock. This dock is about a mile away, and it's in an industrial area, and it's not really within walking distance. So they do have shuttles to take you over to the downtown Juneau area. But if you're taking a shore excursion from Juneau, you want to make sure that you're allowing yourself 20 to 30 minutes to get there. So if you have an early morning excursion, make sure that you are getting off right away so you can allow yourself some time if you are docked over at the AJ dock. Now for your whole day, for the mornings, I recommend starting out with your big ticket excursions. So if you booked a whale watching excursion or a glacier excursion, any big ticket items, go ahead, do those first thing in the morning, and that way you have plenty of time to get there, do those, and to get back to the port. So there's a couple of options here that you could choose. You could do a whale watching tour first thing in the morning, and Juneau is hands down the best place to go and see whales. If you are going in the summer months, you'll see that the humpback whales in the summer months. They almost all the tours, really, I haven't seen any that don't. All the tours will give you at least almost 100% sighting of whales. And I got a little nervous when I was there. It took us a while, and they said, "Don't worry, they'll be here." And there were a lot of whales out there. You may not always get to see them bubble feeding or anything like that, which is really cool, but you will get a chance to see whales. And so Juneau is one of the most popular places, and hands down, like I said, the best place to go and see whales. So that is one of your options right there. You could go and do a whale watching tour first thing in the morning, around 8:30, 9 o'clock in the morning, to head over to it. And then that way you'll be done by lunchtime. Now, if you want to do the Mendenhall Glacier, which is another very popular shore excursion in the Juneau area, you can take a shuttle over to it from the downtown area, and then it'll also take you over to Nugget Falls. But check your shore excursions, depending on where they are picking you up from, it'll list it on your shore excursion tickets. But you will still have around the same amount of time as you did with the whale watching tour, and then you'll still be back for lunchtime. Now, if you wanted to, and you want to go see both of these, you could do something similar to what I did, where you can do a combo tour, and you can go and see you can go and see the Mendenhall Glacier and then go to your whale watching tour. Now, for me, for our particular excursion, we just kind of got a glimpse of it as we drove by. We got a chance to get out of the bus and go and take pictures and see the glacier, but we weren't able to get up to the glacier. So going to the glacier and actually being there at it is something that you want to do. Then you might want to then definitely look at those particular type of shore excursions. But there are combo excursions available if that is something you want to do, so you kind of experience a little bit of both of these. But if you're wanting to experience both of these, a combo tour is your best bet. I don't recommend booking these two separate ones to get two separate ones in the same day. It's just too risky, and you want to make sure you have enough time to get back to the ship. Now, if you book that whale excursion or a dog sledding excursion or the glacier excursion first thing in the morning, with any of these excursions, you should be back around 1:30 in the afternoon. Most cruise lines will give you around 7 to 8 hours. So that's going to be plenty of time to go and grab you some lunch before you get back on the ship. And for me, I have to recommend Tracy's King Crab Shack. It is so good. Yes, it is touristy. Yes, it is going to be busy, and yes, there will be long lines. But it is definitely worth it. The crab legs are amazing. If it is really long lines or it's really busy inside and you can't find a seat, you could also do it. I did one day and I grabbed a cup of bisque to go. My husband had some little lobster bites as well, but don't miss out on this. Yes, like I said, it's touristy, but it is so worth it. It is such delicious food. Now, after lunch, if you still have some time before you get back to the ship, you could also do the Mount Roberts Tramway. If it is clear, because I said this in my last video, if it is clear, go ahead and do the Mount Roberts Tramway. It is beautiful. There are incredible hiking trails and beautiful scenery up there. So you could plan to do that maybe after you come back from your, maybe after even come back from your short excursion, you can go straight over to do that, and then maybe grab you something to eat and take it back to the ship. I've done that many a times too, because I didn't have enough time to eat there. So I just grabbed it and went back to the ship with my food. But that is an option for you. After your excursion, you could go to the Mount Roberts Tramway. Now, another option for you, and I know I said this in the last video, I'm going to say it again, and that's the Red Dog Saloon with the sawdust on the floor and the fun drinks that they have. Definitely try that little saloon. And if you have about maybe an hour to kill, just sit and have a drink, listen to the music in there. That's a great, fun little place to go and visit as well. Now, the downtown Juneau area is a very walkable area, and it is a great port to do some shopping. So if you have some time before you get back to the ship, go do you a little bit of shopping. This is where I got all of my sweatshirts for Alaska, and souvenirs was all right here. You can find some great authentic souvenirs here as well, things they make here in Alaska. So it's a great little place to do some shopping. And they even have a Christmas store. I love Christmas, and so they have a Christmas store right there as well. But there's lots of shops that you can find, and then you can just kind of walk around the downtown Juneau area. Juneau is great because it has a mix of wilderness and city vibes as well. Because it is the capital, you're going to have a little bit more to do here, and it's got a mix of a lot of different things with that vibe coming in as well. So it's a great little cruise port to visit. But if you are over at the AJ dock, I recommend setting an alarm on your phone, so maybe you can get back to like maybe an hour before, so that you have plenty of time, because it is a little bit further down than what any of the other ones are right there at the cruise port. Now, if you want a printable version of this itinerary, just make sure that you are on my mailing list. I'll leave that in the description below, and I'll be happy to send that to you. Next week is Skagway. If you're headed to Skagway, be sure to watch for next week's video. Thanks so much for watching. Bye for now.